Hey everyone, welcome to the Sam Livecast. So this Thursday, July 24th, is National Tequila Day. And it wasn't until I was pulling bottles of tequila out of my cabinet to see which ones I had that I realized I had quite this many.
That's like 12 bottles.
I don't really know how that happened.
That's a lot.
There's actually one mezcal here.
Oh, I love
mezcal.
mezcal.
The rest are...
Wait, quickly tell anybody who doesn't know what mezcal is.
Okay, so wait, first what tequila is. Tequila has to come from the province of Jalisco in Mexico. Much like champagne can't be called champagne unless it comes from the Champagne region of France. Has to come from Jalisco in Mexico. There's three general types of tequila. Silver, which is made and then in a bottle within 2 months. Then there's the reposado, which is made and in a bottle up to 1 year. And then there's the añejos that are in a bottle anywhere from a year plus time. Those the three general types. So they're all made from the agave plant, which looks like a big cactus-y thing. They cut off the arms, and then they've got these things that they steam and stuff. If it doesn't come from Jalisco, and if it's a slightly different process, still from the agave plant, it's called mezcal. And instead of like steaming the piñas, which is that central part, they roast them in the ground, which gives them a much smokier flavor. It's like drinking alcohol that's been poured through a campfire. I happen to like it. A lot of people don't like mezcal. The point is, apparently I have a shit ton of tequila that I didn't realize. And some as inexpensive as the little Hornitos guy here that I use for some kind of cooking every so often, which is probably $16 a bottle, all the way up to this Cava, which is probably 110 or something. But my favorite in the group, I think is an amazing buy, is this Gran Centenario. Super delicious. This is the Reposado. But all of their versions are great. So let's just do this.
So the longer they're in the barrel, the darker they get.
Correct, and they pick up the color from the wood in the barrel itself. Hence the beautiful caramel color that comes in a nicely aged añejo. There are some not aged tequilas that are colored like this, that are not añejos, that are colored because caramel is added.
Oh.
Like Jose Cuervo Gold. Arguably, it's supposed to be the world's best-selling tequila. And it has its gold color not from aging, not from wood, but from caramel. I mean, they're not trying to pull the wool over anybody's eyes. I'm just saying that's what it is.
Do you think that they're so popular because of the name brand or because of the tequila itself?
I think it's popular really because of marketing. And you notice I don't have Patron here anywhere. I do not like Patron.
We hate Patron.
We hate Patron. Patron does something really well. They market really well. But I think when you take a Patron and you do it side by side, and really that's the only way to do it. If you took Patron Reposado and put it up against the Gran Centenario Reposado, it'd be night and day. I went to a tequila tasting once. Patron, out of the 5 tequilas that were tasted, Patron came out on the bottom or second to bottom every time. Wow. I encourage you to find other tequilas less expensive, like the Gran Centenario. I think you'll find the flavors super, super good. But that being what it is, it's time to make something. So what we're going to do is I've got a beautiful little ribeye here.
Ooh.
We're going to cook the ribeye with a tequila-infused compound butter.
Wow.
We like the idea of that?
I love that idea.
So we've done compound butter before.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, it's really as simple as taking butter, putting a bunch of flavors in it, and then rolling it into a little log and freezing it.
I'm sure if you go to thesamlivecast.com and search compound butter, you will find the episode that it's in.
That's exactly right. So this is, I don't know, like half a cup of butter, right?
Standard regular butter.
Standard regular butter, everyday butter. So now we add the following ingredients to it. If I could, garlic. Garlic is such a pain in the ass.
It is, right? Except when you have an awesome garlic press like you.
I do, but
I got some fresh garlic from the farmer's market yesterday and used it in dinner last night. It was so amazing.
Good. Yeah, I mean, try not to find old, dried out garlic. Fresh
And
is
don't
good.
buy pre-chopped and pre-minced garlic.
No, pre-chopped, pre-minced is absolutely no bueno. Okay, so garlic goes in. This is our garlic press. I've got sort of 2 medium cloves, 1 big fat clove, 2 medium cloves to go in. You want to give it flavor, right? So we just squeeze the garlic in. I can use this spoon now. Okay, garlic. Cilantro, which is going to give it some flavor and, of course, some pretty color, which is what we want. So a couple tablespoons of cilantro will be close to that. Now a knife. Extra long stems aren't necessary. If they're there, it's not that big a deal, but you don't really need them.
Cilantro just goes so perfectly with Mexican flavors.
Doesn't it? Just.
Why is that?
You know what? I use cilantro a lot of times in place of parsley. I mean, it's green. It does like the same thing, but it just adds that little kick. And it's kind of I mean, there's a lot of people I know that do not like cilantro. They have no interest in it whatsoever.
It's a strong flavor.
Strong flavor, right? Okay, next we're gonna put some. Oh, here we go. Some chipotle.
Damn.
We all understand the chipotle thing. Large, heavily smoked jalapenos. Smokiness is really brilliant in these, and we just need 1 really.
We did something recently.
So there they are. There's your dripping. There's your basic chipotle pepper.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Do you remember what it was that we did with chipotles recently? I think for Bed Bath. Maybe we put it in one of the barbecue sauces.
Yeah, we did. We did that chipotle barbecue sauce.
Homemade barbecue sauce, people. Don't think that it's too crazy for you. It's unbelievable and easy to do.
Okay, chopped chipotle in. And we'll just throw in a little bit of the sauce that's here too. It's called adobo. I always say not to be confused with the Filipino adobo, which is not the same thing. Now we need a little bit of tequila in this. I'll use a white one, the Fortaleza, which is delicious. So the thing is, the flavor of the tequila itself is strongest with the Blanco or the white tequila. It gets a little smoother when you get to a reposado, and then when you get to an añejo, it's super smooth, caramely, that kind of stuff. So if you want to taste the tequila, like in a margarita, like in a thing like this, like in a sauce that you might do, we'll do a sauce Wednesday, then use the white wine, because it's definitely more pronounced.
Wouldn't you think that it would be the opposite? I feel like the white is going to be like the less flavorful tequila.
No, you know what? Well, here's the thing. It's stronger because it's not had time to mellow up. Hold on. So, juice from about half a lime, and then salt and pepper. And don't overlook the salt and pepper. It's extremely critical because, as I always say, salt used the right way enhances all the other flavors that are in here. It won't make it salty.
Our boy Lynn famously got shit on MasterChef for not properly seasoning.
It's super important. Okay, so look at, now you've got this. So now it's a little bit of a struggle because you can see, I don't know if you can see this.
Yeah, I can see.
Come over here.
Okay.
Come to my side. So what you're trying to do is, you're trying to mix all this together, but see the liquid?
Yes.
Right? Liquid doesn't want to mix with butter. You do this, so you have to work it a lot.
So it doesn't want to, but it ultimately will.
It ultimately will go in. You can't put too much. I've got about a tablespoon in here of tequila, which is enough to flavor this much butter really nicely. You see, there's still a little liquids wanting to come out, right?
Yeah.
But that's okay because we're gonna freeze this and it will all come together.
Oh, the smell is unbelievable.
It smells great. Okay, so now here's the key. Now here's the key. Now you get yourself some parchment or some wax paper. Or what's this stuff called? Saran, right? Saran works best because you can really like manipulate it. Except it's a pain in the ass this way.
Yeah, it is. This is compound butter, right? That's what it's called?
Compound butter.
Different than clarified butter?
Clarified butter is just melted butter.
Oh.
Okay, so here's what you've got, right? Now you've got your melty, your soft butter here. We're going to put it right here. Look at the colors.
Yeah.
Right? It's just gorgeous. So now this rolls over.
What an awesome way to just like kick up a normal steak dinner.
Right.
That you've had a million times.
Right. So you see what we're doing? And now
it's like a sausage of butter.
it's like a sausage of butter, right?
And so does it matter what shape you put it in? Could you make it like longer and thinner if
Yeah,
you
you could do whatever you want. I mean, I like it kind of short and fat because what happens is once you cook your protein, whatever it is, could be chicken, could be steak, then you're going to take this little thing, cut a coin of it out, and put it on top.
Wow.
So now it does this. There it is. It lives right there. Goes in the freezer. And we're done. Let's do this. We're going to come back. We're going to cook our steak. In fact, I'll start my cast iron pan heating right now. We come back. We cook our steak. We throw that garlic, chipotle, tequila, cilantro, lime juice infused compound butter on top. And it's a good thing I'm hungry because that is going to be amazing. Don't go away. I've got this nice ribeye here, boneless. So here's what we're going to give it. A little bit of oil, my standard way of cooking a nice piece of meat. Lots of salt. It's a decent sized piece of meat, so you don't want to jip it. You want to help it get all the flavors at once. Lots of fresh ground black pepper. Do the same to this side too.
Cast iron just gets super hot, right?
Cast iron holds heat. Cast iron holds heat so well, so evenly. Does all the right things. Okay. The steak's been out about a half an hour. We know, we've learned, I've taught you this, we don't cook steaks whole. You can't get it where you want outside and in if it's ice cold. So fan on, just kind of get yourself all of this beautifulness in here, and then in it goes. And that's the sound that you want it to hear. Let me say that again. That's the sound you want to hear. That sizzling in the pan.
She's admiring your work.
I know, I love it.
How good you are.
It's not that thick, I mean it's about an inch, so we're going to go about maybe 2 minutes on this side. And then a couple on the other side. Maybe 2.5 each, but that's going to be about it. We're going to try and keep it medium rare, beautiful. I'm not going to screw around with it, I'm not going to flip it. I only need to go once onto the other side. Alright, so we'll give this guy a little flip. Wow. Nice color, looking beautiful. All right, so we're going to call this done. It's going to come off, and we all know that a steak needs to rest, correct? We've talked about that. It's really important, but before it rests, go to the freezer, Max.
You don't want all your juices to roll out.
No, you
That's
don't.
why you got to be careful.
Okay, so
Go there.
So look, here's the butter that we made. this guy. But of course, it's not going to freeze in time. So here's the other one that I.
That's a good prepared cooking guy right
That's
there.
a good prepared cooking guy. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to take a couple of these in this period of rest for this steak. We're going to take these two guys. Just throw them on top like that, right?
Wow.
Do this, and that's it. We leave that for, it's not that thick, so let's say 7 minutes. The butter will start to melt. It's going to impact the steak. It's going to be so good. Welcome to National Tequila Day week on the Livecast. Can't wait. We're going to check this out. Ready? Watch this. Boom. Look at that. Melty butter.
Damn.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What's better than a little butter on your steak?
Oh
Oh my god, it's cooked perfectly.
Perfect cook, right? And now let's just do this. Oh, can't even.
Amazing.
Holy shit. Can I tell you something? I don't know what's better in this, the garlic, the chipotle, or the tequila. And the tequila is just a real small little hint, but oh my god, it's so there. Here.
For me? Oh yeah.
Little bite for Max.
Look at that.
Oh, just like, am I right?
It's like a Mexican steak.
It's like all the right amounts of like the buttery goodness and the spice and the chipotle and the cilantro and
Holy shit.
really.
Alright, wrap this up anymore.
You gotta do that. You have to do this. And look how easy. It just sits in your freezer, and when you think about it, you cut up chicken, pork, fish,
So I
piece
feel-
of salmon with this would be
I
outstanding.
feel like there's a million guys out there who are just doing the same thing, grilling day and night. Change it up.
I'm telling you, this one little change will bring a world of difference to your beautifully cooked steaks. What did we do? 2 minutes aside, it wasn't that thick. Don't overcook your steaks, use compound butter. It's a really beautiful change. Wednesday, the Livecast. A very, very simple little cream sauce. Again, we're going to use chipotles and Mexican cream. There's shrimp involved. It's going to be outstanding. Thanks for hanging out with us. See you.